Hello, my name is BrickGecko004, and today we're going to be discussing LEGO as an art form, both the history of it and how the public views it today. If you enjoy the video, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe because this is a brand new channel and I need all the support I can get. But with that, let's get into things. Over the past 20 years or so, LEGO has evolved both as a product and as an art medium, changing from simply a system of interlocking brick toys to a legitimate artistic medium and method of self-expression. But what caused that change, and how does the public view LEGO today? Well, you simply can't talk about LEGO art without first looking back to artist Nathan Sawaya. Sawaya exhibited a collection of LEGO models he designed titled The Art of the Brick for the first time at the Discovery Center in Pennsylvania of June 2007. The collection was considered the first ever official exhibit of LEGO art, and easily remains the most famous LEGO art exhibit of all time due to the highly evocative and thought-provoking models contained throughout. Not only are many of the models incredibly intricate, using complex and advanced sculpting techniques to achieve very specific and humanoid shapes, but they're also very unique, rivaling the art pieces you could find in just about any modern art museum. Nathan Sawaya, however, is far from the only individual who's been able to claim the auspicious title of professional LEGO artist. Others include Ikao Namako, Marian Asanuma, and Aaron Newman, all of whom are renowned for their amazing pieces of LEGO art. And if you want to learn more about LEGO artists, I would highly recommend reading the article by LEGO themselves, the world's best LEGO artists, which I'll link right here. The LEGO company itself also began to dip into more advanced and artistic models around the same time, with the first LEGO modular building, called the Cafe Corner, releasing the same year in 2007. Is that a conspiracy? I'm not sure. Were they watching Nathan Sawaya? Almost definitely. But ignoring that and moving on, eventually LEGO began to release more and more adult-oriented sets with higher piece counts and price tags, until they eventually released the LEGO Star Wars Helmets line of products in 2020. These are the first LEGO sets marked for ages 18 and up. The LEGO company has since released many more 18-plus products, including LEGO Icons, LEGO Ideas, and LEGO Art product lines, all of which fall under the adult welcome section of their catalog. And although the artistic merit of some of these sets can definitely be called into question, other ones are undeniably visual masterpieces, which really demonstrates the raw potential of the LEGO building system. Very much like Dungeons & Dragons, superhero comics and movies, or even the video game industry as a whole, LEGO has gone from being something that's considered childish to being even socially acceptable or cool among all ages, and LEGO's transition to a more adult-oriented product line very much reflects that fact. However, as a person who spends a lot of time designing LEGO models, many of which I myself would consider to be art pieces, I can definitely say that we are still in something of a transitionary state. If you tell a random person off the street that you do LEGO in your free time, the image that comes to their mind probably isn't that of you designing and creating artistic masterpieces, but assembling a toy from an instruction manual, albeit maybe a very, very complicated and confusing instruction manual, but still a toy nonetheless. However, if you tell someone that you paint or sculpt with clay, they wouldn't assume that you're doing paint by numbers kit or that you're just making a little cup on a plastic pottery wheel, which is kind of weird because in theory, this thing and this thing are literally the same. The only difference is that one is plastic and one is stone. It's the same difference between a cup being made of glass and a cup being made of wood. They're both still cups. If you get what I'm getting at here. Maybe you don't. Maybe I'm just crazy. But really, I think the only thing that divides LEGO from other artistic mediums, in people's minds at least, is its source. LEGO started as a toy. The main way you buy a LEGO, the main way people see LEGO, is as a toy sold on store shelves, and that's what causes the separation between it and other artistic mediums. In case you're still not convinced, here's my 5-point pitch as to why LEGO is one of, if not the greatest artistic medium ever conceived. Number 1, it has an incredibly low skill floor. What I'm saying here is that anyone can play with LEGO bricks. You've got Duplo sets for kids 1.5 ages and up, all the way to 18+ sets and extremely advanced Technic sets for the mathematically and engineering minded. Second of all, it's clean. As long as you take the time to pick up your brick and store it, there is literally no mess, no sticky lumps of clay, no paint stuck to your kitchen table. 3, it's reusable. This one may come as kind of a obvious point here, but think about it. What other visual mediums can you think of that are infinitely reusable? You can't just make a clay sculpture, fire it in a kiln, take it out, and go, you know what, I don't think I like the way the left side of this dude's face is shaped, and then start over with that same lump of clay. Fourth, LEGO can be used in practically limitless ways. You can build beautiful mosaics, large-scale dioramas, micro-scale recreations of entire cities. It can even be used to create complex machines, such as this Rubik's Cube solving device, or the cheapest Braille printing machine ever invented, which is just insane. You should totally look that one up, by the way. It's actually really, really cool. But if you can think of it, it can be built out of LEGO bricks. And fifth, it has an extremely high skill ceiling. LEGO is a very curious medium because of its inherent limitations. With most other visual art forms, you could argue that there is a point in which you reach perfection. There's a point where you look at a marble statue and go, yeah, that's basically a perfect 1-to-1 scale recreation of a dude, right? Like there's nothing better that the artist could have done here, arguably. But that's simply not the case with LEGO. LEGO is flawed because you're constrained to using these hard, unmalleable plastic shapes. But due to this limitation, there's basically no limit to how good you can get at building and designing LEGO models, as long as you can think of new and innovative ways to combine pieces to form shapes and make images. You can theoretically always get better at building with LEGO. So in short, I'm asking you to reconsider and reevaluate the way you view LEGO bricks, not just as a toy, but as an artistic medium, a form of self-expression, entertainment, education, and even communication. 8 standard LEGO 2x4 bricks can be assembled in 8,274,075,616,387 unique and different ways. And just like that, the number of possible applications for the LEGO system is practically limitless. So if you haven't played with LEGO recently, go put some bricks together. So now that we've gone past the video essay portion of the video, we can actually take a look at what we've been building this entire time. So this model is a little bit peculiar, because if you look at some of the other videos on this channel, you'll notice that most of the builds I do are based off of popular characters or scenes from video games, movies, other bits of pop culture, just my favorite things that other people have created. Whereas this one is entirely a creation of my own. It's actually based off of 2 characters from a novel I've been writing. And because of that, I think I really just took a lot more care in the design of the model, coming up with the shapes of the characters themselves, and then everything from the color palette to the positions of the characters and all these little details around the base. I think it is just one of the more artistic models I've done as of recent, which is why I wanted to use it for this video in particular, just because I do think it really shows another example of just what an artistic media LEGO can really be when you put effort into it and really consider all the different elements that a painter or a sculptor would when creating their masterpieces. Thank you so much for watching the video. Like I said earlier, this is a brand new channel, so please like, subscribe, comment below, and tell us what kind of video you would like to see in the future. Every little bit helps, and every new subscriber is a marshmallow for Little Robot, so stay tuned for our marshmallow roasting video, which we'll be doing sometime soon, I hope. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you next time.